Cincinnati. It's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a sold-out Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store. Between the Baltimore Ravens, and they will wrangle it down a couple yards shot. The 30 and the Cincinnati Bengals
take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Back to throw. Oliver. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Oliver's pass.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Brings up 2nd down at the 31-yard line.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals' 29-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there. A big gainer.
Oliver's pass.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bengals'
Johnson.
7-yard line.
Down right around the 25. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
On the tackle. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me.
Come on, Nat.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
From the gun, Oliver escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. From the shotgun to McCaffrey, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
The ball carrier.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Baltimore.
They'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. It's their quarterback scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara with 2 to go on second down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Diggs on the tackle. It's a gain of 8.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has...
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 53 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
He went all the way into the end zone. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Muscles him off. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30.
Christian McCaffrey.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out and farm. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Throwing on first down. Oliver. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Was it a breakdown of protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Operating from the gun. Oliver. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Complete to number 22.
Christian McCaffrey, 29 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They're 4 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. Right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
On the ground, this is Kamara. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And bulldozing his way through. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
First and 10.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a first and 10.
21. Bengals 7.
Throwing now is Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Tom Brady sacked.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back down and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll take this into the end zone from Bengal TDs. Alvin Kamara, 35 yards. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Extra point try now for Crosby. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Christian McCaffrey on the return. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
The ball carrier. He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
Looking to throw. Oliver gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
McCaffrey.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Now a give and the push man through, and that's Johnson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Brought down at the 35.
It'll be a gain of 4. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. On 1st and 10, Oliver. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Oliver's pass.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
On second down, McCaffrey. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he will have a Ravens first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
A big play there. 54 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin. The Bengals drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I think it's okay that they didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On the give, this is their fullback. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way, but that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. Wiggles free. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Now he's looking just to add to his totals. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
From the gun, Oliver. A very quick pass to Ridley. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
Down, Ravens.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
At the 41-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run with McCaffrey. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
34-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Operating from the gun, Oliver. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Baltimore.
He's crazy. He's checking crazy.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early.
Offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
From the gun, Oliver. Oh, and it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10. At their own 15-yard
So after the INT, it's Brady. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Throwing on first down is Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
They should have put a stamp on me in the
up
locker
by the
room.
Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong had. Gone wrong for this offensive unit. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff?
Yeah.
Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of...
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Tom Brady.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Keep it up, guys. Mike, check 33.
Now on 2nd and 16. Brady. And the pressure gets to him again.
Tom Brady sacked. A loss of 9 on the
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter.
14.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Taken in the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bengal offense now with the football first here to begin quarter number 3. On first and 10, here's Brady. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. From the 27, Brady, a slant to Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
That's good.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Kamara off the draw. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Come on. Hey, 25 the mic. We're going 25 the mic. Ready?
Shotgun now for Brady. And it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Incomplete. It's now third down and 9 yards to go.
Hey, 25 the mic. We're going 20.
From the gun, it's Brady. He gets it to Brown. Good play. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Operating from the gun, Brady. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A gain of 7.
7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
One thing sure. Before when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, 25 the mic. We're going 25.
Throwing again on second down. Brady, and he finds his tight end Graham. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there.
First and
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well.
Now Brown, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
31-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Oliver airing it out, looking for Ridley. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Oliver, and able to find Green. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
First down, Ravens.
On first down, Oliver. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
By number 12.
10 more there and another first down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
On the carry.
Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense is running away with this one. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go. And that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
Yeah, it seems like they've been running uphill all game.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Tom Brady sacked.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. To Boyle here over the middle. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
26-yard line.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
the bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's the option.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
He's going to keep this again.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll halt play here for an injury as Christian McCaffrey is slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
To number 88.
63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a first down. They'll give it here to Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Baltimore.
Taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens add on. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
The kick is good.
And he's got it up and through. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it was Malcolm Brown who ended it with a touchdown run.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Samuel.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
45-yard line.
From the gun, Brady. That's caught left side by the tight end Boyle. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Tom Brady sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
To try again after the sack. Brady, and now a fumble. Brady loses the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointing one-and-done scenario in these playoffs.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. For a little juke. We call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now here come the Ravens. If they can finish this one out, they'll book a date in the AFC title game next Sunday, and it looks good so far as they try to run some clock here in this 4th quarter. And the drive starts with a completion left side, and he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now this time he'll look to throw, and he will find Ridley. That's complete.
Oliver's pass.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
And you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40.
From the gun, Oliver. This one caught by Ridley. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He's got the 1st down. Boy, he was dynamite in the wild card game last week. He hasn't disappointed in this game either. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
And they'll try to run the option here.
And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
1st down, Ravens.
Looking to throw. Oliver hit as he throws, and the ball is out. It's a live football, and the Bengals grab it.
The pass. Fumble on the play.
He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's a
3rd time. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but
I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like
His kick
fourth
is
quarter,
good.
and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Brandon McManus set
After
to
the
kick off.
touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat in the drive to begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now their backs against the wall. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
Brady's pass.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On third and long, it's Brady. Completes it to Samuel. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Deebo Samuel, 82 yards. And it's for pride now, but the Bengals get a bit closer.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long.